Hello, this is Rich from pitlanes.com, and today we've got more Mustangs from Oulton Park. I wouldn't have shared this ordinarily, but it was a particularly good race. Before this, earlier today, I had another close race, but it was unofficial. There weren't enough participants to make it go official. And I ended up winning that. I think only 6 took part though, and I was right behind a guy for most of the race. I do have the replay saved, but I don't think I'll make a video because it's somewhat of a hollow victory when it's unofficial, because you get such a broad range of abilities. But anyway, on to today. It's 2 main clips. Basically the beginning and the end of the race, and this is obviously the beginning. The main people are me in the pitlanes.com car, and the guy in front, I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but I'll say Denez. Could be Dennis, I don't know. But yeah, in the yellow car. To be fair, I was setting out hopefully to keep my third, because as you can see the guy in fourth was right behind me, so I was a little nervous, but I know I had good pace because I've already put a race under my belt today, which was good preparation for this, and as I'm saying, that guy behind me was worrying me. It does start to drop off with the pace. So I'm looking at the guy in front of me, and he was actually in the unofficial race earlier today with me, and he was way out in front, but I did have a mistake or two. I think I spun in the race earlier today. He was way out in front of me with the actual leader, and then those two had some kind of coming together. I'm not really sure, because they're out of my sight, and that's basically how I won. I just needed to put a pass on the guy that was directly in front of me, which I did. So yeah, I expected him to pull away from me quite easily, but I figured I'd try and latch onto him and see how it went, basically. Because I always find I do better when I'm chasing, when I'm in and about a group rather than on my own. So I figured try and latch onto the back of this guy and see what happened, basically. I was still actually thinking, you know, it's kind of deceiving, like I said in my last video. On the TV screen, like now, it doesn't look like I'm that close, but maybe it's just the Mustang, but I feel completely in touch at the moment, you know, like I could possibly make a move, and I'm thinking, you know, the leader's not that far off. I think it was about 2 seconds from me. Yeah, it's soon. Basically what happens is that I'm doing my best to keep up, but there's a little oversteer there. He started to pull away a little on me. It's some way in, though. It's about 3 laps, I think. But I figured I'd put all this in because, again, it shows off the close racing nature of the Mustangs. And honestly, this is one of the better races I've had. I know there's only me and the other guy involved, but you know, when you have a good race, you have a good race. And it's nice to find someone that was fairly evenly matched with me. I think he probably had a bit more raw pace than me. Yeah. Oulton Park as a track for Mustangs seems to work well. It's quite narrow, as in most British tracks, if you discount Silverstone. But it flows typically well for a British track. The undulations are really good, they make you think. Like here into the final corner, the guide on the forum says second gear. Whenever I go second gear, the back end just comes out, so it's third, and I figured that corner out. You know, approach it, straight line, down to third, turn in late, get the car straight over the crest of the hill, full power, off you go. But it's important to be dead straight, otherwise your back end will come around there. And the same down here, there's a bump in the braking zone, just a light lift on the brakes for me there, just to alleviate the unloading so you don't lock up your front wheels, because that can cause you to understeer quite heavily. I haven't gone off there, but I've seen a lot of guys over the last few days go off there. This is one area this guy was really killing me in the hairpin. Just on the exit, I thought I was good out of here, but each lap down this straight he was getting 2 or 3 tenths on me. I was gaining it back. I'm not sure of the corner names. I'll point it out when I get there. Yeah, figured this corner out a bit better, drop it down into third and just let it kind of slide round. It's a really fun corner once you get to grips with it. It's difficult to learn now, but this corner coming up the double right-hander, this is where I catch him. I seem to have a good flow around there and good exit, good line, and I gained back what he pulled on me on that straight out the hairpin, and also I seem to be a little better around this corner than him as well, getting the power down. I don't know whether it's because I stayed in third and he was in second, I don't know. But yeah, basically this clip is coming to an end because now I just start to lose touch with him. I'm not really sure why. You can see him make a little mistake there. But yeah, I start to lose touch with him a bit, and yeah, I go to about 4 seconds behind him, but the car still felt good. I didn't really know why I was dropping back because everything felt good. I tried to brake later into this hairpin a couple of times and just nearly caused myself a spin. I was being a bit silly. I just sort of gathered myself, looked for a new line around that hairpin. It's the only difference I had, really. Okay, so going into the next clip, and there we go. This is me. I think this is only about 3 laps, maybe. And I've been catching him now for about half of the race, basically. We left on about lap 4, 5, and back to about lap 10 is where the gap was at its biggest, and then this is about lap 15, I believe, where I'm catching him back up, and I believe I'm about a second or 2 maximum behind him. I just wanted to show the finishing part of the race, basically. I'm not really sure what I did differently, apart from on that hairpin. I got my flow round this, I think it's Knickerbrook, right-hander. I got that so much better. I was hooking it up perfectly, and up this hill. This whole section, and this double right-hander, like I said before, I was catching him. And I think I maybe got in his head a bit, that I dropped back and now all of a sudden I was catching him, and seemingly nullified the part of the track where he was particularly strong. Now I'd already noted, I try and think my way into a race, and I understood I was quicker than him at this point, so I was looking at his lines, looking where maybe I could make a pass, because we were coming up to the closing stages. You know, I wanted to see where I could possibly get up the inside, get round the outside, wherever. But he played his card early, really. He was moving his car into the middle of the track, knowing it's a narrow track, not leaving me much room at all. Not sure it's this lap, is it this lap? No. Yeah, so if you watch down the straight, he doesn't get away from me on this part, I don't think, anymore. But I believe this lap he parks his car firmly in the middle of the track. Oh, that was me having a misshift. He's in the middle of the track there, and yeah, so I'm thinking, you know, maybe I've got to go a different way about this. Maybe it's going to be pressure, just pressure. And I mean, it looks like I'm far behind him, but once I've been 4 seconds behind, this to me, to get second place, I'm thinking I can have this guy. And again, got an awesome exit there, a little bit of oversteer on the power, but again, he's in the middle of the track, covering his lines, knowing I can't get by. I think it maybe puts him off a little bit for the corner, because I catch up nicely there, and it really reacts to weight transfer of the Mustang. It's very important. So I'm really close to him now. I know a mistake and I can have him, so now the pressure is on. Basically, I'm on him. So I'm now getting tighter lines, making him think. I didn't have the pace there, but I was just making him think, I'm on the inside, mate, you know, make a move. I'm right behind him here. I think, oh, up the inside into the hairpin. He covers that nicely. And we both brake really late. He couldn't have braked any later. He covered it perfectly, actually. And again, I stayed with him spot on, so I'm thinking, like yesterday, could I make a pass up the inside into the right-hander? Pace wasn't quite there, but I'm so close. He's into the middle of the track again, knowing I can't get by. Hook it up here. It's so close. It's great racing. Very respectful too. He's being really deliberate with his moves. I'm really close behind. I'm thinking, right, here we go. I slowed down a little early. I tried to come in a little bit tighter, so I've got an awesome exit here. I thought I'll have him up the inside. Come in here. Brake right behind him. I swear I didn't touch him at all, and then power oversteer. Game over. Thank you. Second place. Thanks. Follow on Twitter at pitlanes. Check out pitlanes.com and like on Facebook /pitlanes.com. Thank you.